Welcome everyone to my latest Fire Emblem Let's Play here on the Next Red channel. Today we're gonna start up the Japanese version of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, which is gonna be a lot of fun, I'm sure, because we're gonna be playing on Maniac mode here. Now, I won't be doing an Iron Man run of the game, that would just be silly, like, I don't really know what to expect here, since I've never, well, played it on Maniac mode here before, so yeah, I gotta be a little bit restrictive here, so I actually can finish the game, you know? But, as per usual, dead characters stays dead, so do not worry about that. I just want to be able to reset in case Ike dies there, so yeah. That's how I'm gonna handle things here. But yeah, we have some plot here now to get through.
How is Ike? もう終わりか? Oh, Mist.
Mist? その歌。あ、お兄ちゃん、気がついた
？I will say, I do like the Japanese voice actors a whole lot better than the American/European ones that we got there. Yeah. But, not that it really matters, I'm just saying though, it's very high quality here. Are you alright, brother? Ugh, yeah, I'll be fine. I just blacked out there for a quick second. So the sleeping prince awakens. Father, I can't believe you. I know those are practice swords, but they are still heavy. You have no right to be so rough on the boy. If this is too much for the boy, he'll never make it as a mercenary. But, Mist, you do not have to worry. I told you, I'm fine. You better be. Now grab your sword and get ready. What? Don't tell me you're going at it again. Just until I land a single blow. I am not giving up until I can get one good hit in on Father. I like your resolve, boy, but it takes more than a strong will to. Yeah, here comes Boyd. Aha! I knew I'd find you here. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be playing quite a bit with Boyd. He's one of my all-time favorite characters in the entire game here, so yeah, I'm gonna, well, develop him quite heavily here early on, you know. I'm gonna get a lot of kills on him. It's actually very nice if you can promote him early. At the very least on regular hard mode. We'll see here how it pans out on Maniac mode, you know. It's nothing. Besides, I figured I'd get a good laugh watching Ike get worked on over by the boss. Yeah, he actually came on down here, yeah, to just revel in Ike getting hurt here, as you can plainly tell. Nothing at all. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Yeah, I mean, you were just knocked out there, Ike. You just missed. Oh, geez, Mist. Why must you be so unfaithful to your brother here? Sorry. You came just at the right time, Boyd. Dude, I'm gonna have so much fun with his name. With Boyd. Boyd. You can be Ike's sparring partner. What? Me? Do I have to? I am beginning to think it would be better if he sparred with someone much closer to his own skill level. I understand, Father. Thanks for your help, Boyd. I don't know about this closer to his skill business, but I'm ready. Okay, let's see. Alright, I am ready for you. Let's go. Yeah, you actually gotta be a little bit careful here on the prologue. You can actually lose against the general there if you're not careful. But it's not like it's gonna be hard or anything. It's just about choosing to heal instead of attacking. You can do it! Boyd's got nothing! Take him out! Nothing, huh? I mean, I have something. Don't distract me, girl. There you go. And you know what, we are going to do this before we keep on fighting. I need to enter the options there and make sure all the settings are tuned up. Yeah. But there you go, Boyd has already been defeated. Now it's just gonna be a matter of healing up before we face up against Greel there. Alright, let's see. That wasn't too bad, you guys, he says whilst blood is dripping from his nose there. Putting on a brave face. Shut your trap, little girl. Good work, Boyd. That's enough. Oh, alright. Yeah, I just love Boyd. He's just so cocky. Your swordsmanship was decent enough, Ike. Don't forget how it felt. It won't always be this easy. I know. Now that you are done warming up, it is time for you to face me again. I was hoping you would say that. But first, Mist, right here. Here you go, Ike. It's a vulnerarium. I'd recommend using it now before you fight Father. Last time he knocked you out silly. And here it comes. But here, let us enter the options and yeah, see, we gotta fix this. Message speed fast, terrain gold, unit window. Yeah, we wanna have this on. Combat window simple. I like it having too simple, but if you guys want to have it detailed, we could use that too. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me. It's just what you guys prefer there. We're definitely gonna shut off the help window. The guide window, I don't really know what this is. I think I'm gonna leave it on. I think this is the window that shows you manage experience and stuff of that nature at the end of a chapter. I don't mind having that there. This all is looking fine. Okay, very good, very well. Now, here is one little issue with playing the Japanese version is most of the stats here have been translated, but some texture has not been, as you can clearly tell, right? So yeah, here first of all we have attack, the amount of damage we deal with weapons, and then here we have our hit rate. It is just absurdly high now since we're equipped with the trainer weapon there. And then here we have the avoid stat, and yeah, this here is our crit. You cannot actually crit here at the beginning of the game, so that's why it's at 0. It should be at a few percent, or at the very least with a regular weapon, you know. Here we have dodge, which affects how well you can avoid taking critical hits there. And here we have the weapon range, and down here we have, well, whether you deal bonus damage to mounted or armored units, you know, stuff like that. Flyer units too. And of course over here we have the support stats. The left row there is attack and hit, and then we have defense and avoidance. I think I'm just gonna put up subtitles there for you guys so you can easily see what is going on. But yeah, that's basically it here. So now I'm just gonna move on up here and we'll heal. Yeah, Greel actually doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, but I noticed while doing a little practice round of the beginning of the game there before that, you gotta be a little bit more cautious here than you normally would be. Like, I think that if you play on normal mode, you can just run on in and hit Greel. But here now on hard, I actually tested it out, but if you die to Greel, or if you let him knock you out, you actually get a game over, believe it or don't. Like if I were to attack here now. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit around and let him hit me first, and then we're gonna finish him off on the next turn there. And yeah, I think I'll be playing the first chapter of the game here too and make this a long first episode as I typically do, just so that we get to, well, do something here today. Let's see here now. We're at 1 health, but that should be no issue. Yes, we should be good to go. And hopefully we can get a good first level up here. I really wish I could get some HP and defense. I value those stats the highest here at the beginning of the game, in all honesty. Strength is good too, so that you can more easily wield weapons, but okay, come on, Ike! Come on, get a good first level up! HP, strength, speed. Okay, well, you know, a decent level up. Nothing great, but it certainly wasn't a bad one. I can definitely work with that. Now it's gonna be even more efficient with steel swords there, which is, well, very nice. Father, you were holding back, weren't you? Well, obviously. What? Is that true? If you could tell the difference, that means you are improving, my boy. My boyd. You know, I wasn't really giving it my all either. Oh, yeah, sure you weren't. That is such a lie. Bah! She saw right through me. So, Father, does that mean you finally admit that I am ready? What? To join the company? To take on a job? Yeah, I mean, Boyd's already out there on the battlefield. I'm ready. I'm tired of being a trainee. Listen, the difference between you and me is that I am a professional. Of course. A professional who just got beat. That is exactly what I was thinking, mist. That was just random chance. Random chance. You got a point there, Boyd. Alright, tomorrow will be your first day as a fully fledged mercenary, my boy Ike. Okay, well, that's nice. Really? But if I think it's too much, you are back to trainee status. You'd better work hard. No problem. Watch, I'll catch up to everyone in no time. We'll see. We would better be heading back to the fort. Everybody is waiting. Indeed. Well, so far so good. You know, I do like that first level up. I think we're gonna give the first Seraph robe here of the game to Ike too. I would love to have a solid Ike for a, well, number of different reasons here. I have need of a tanky Ike for an upcoming chapter later on in the game, and yeah, I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself here. It's basically that chapter with the boat there when you get flocked by crows and you have that boss coming onto your ship there. I need a tanky Ike for that part of the game. But, let's see. Good morning, Ike. Today's your first day as a professional soldier, isn't it? Yeah, and I'm ready to go. I'm itching to go, even. What you are is late. The others were suited up and ready at the break of dawn. Sorry, I will get up earlier from now on. So, what is my first job? I am talking with Titania right now. Wait outside until we're done. Yes, sir. Very well, Commander Greel. Shall we continue? You were telling me about some bandits that needed taking care of, weren't you? Correct. The request comes from a nearby village. According to our report, the bandits are not all that strong. I think it's best if I ride out and take a look. I plan on taking Oscar and Boyd along with me. I mean, this lady is so strong she could just run on out alone and kick all their asses, you know, within a heartbeat. Just the brothers. Go ahead and add Ike to your team. Of course, if she doesn't bring, well, these guys, they are never gonna get stronger either, so yeah, I guess there's that. Ch.1 and I can handle the other two jobs easily enough. Okay. Titania, I'm leaving Ike in your care. I am trusting you to show him the ropes. Understood, Commander. Come on, Ike. Let's get your set up here. Let's get yell. I don't know what happened to my voice there. Captain Titania, preparations are complete and I am ready to go. Impeccable timing. It is nice to know we can always count on you to be at the ready, Oscar. Yeah. Don't forget about me. I am ready for action. Is that so, Boyd? That is a surprise. Yeah, he typically never is ready. Ha! Not today, it isn't. As of today, I'm going to be the absolute model of perfection. I need to set a good example for Ike. I'll take your word for it. Your first campaign at last. I know you have wanted this for a while. Are you nervous, Ike? I think I was more nervous last night. I could hardly sleep. This morning I'm feeling pretty good. It's the calm before the storm, indeed. You should try to relax. You're not going to be out there alone. Yeah, you're right. Whoops, I kind of clicked by that a little bit faster. Right, everyone, ready? Let's go. Yeah. Like, whenever I played this game back with my sibling there, with my half-brother, I guess you could say, my step-brother, yeah. He would always play with Oscar, and I would always play with Boyd, and... Wait, hold on a second. This is the village of Chaldea. The bandits are few, but we mustn't get careless. Our goal is to take out the bandit leader in front of the large building, and then secure that building over there. Yeah, on the left side we have a building containing a seraph robe. Ike, listen up. All this stuff is old news to me, but I can give a rookie like you a few tips. First off, don't let yourself get worked up and jump out in the front of everyone. You'll just end up getting hurt. Indeed. Don't try to do too much, Ike. When things get dangerous, you can always, and should always, rely on us. Your brothers and sisters in arms. As long as you watch how the enemy moves carefully, you'll be fine. Think of this as a training mission. I'll do that. Oscar, Boyd, thank you for your help. Don't mention it. Just sit back and watch how a professional handles things. Yeah, that's right. Enough chit-chat, you three. We have got the work to do here. But yeah, like, I told this story before, but back when I was a kid and played this game together with my stepbrother there, or I mean, we were teenagers, like 15 years old or so, we would always split up the army, like, right down the middle, and so by the time we got to the first chapter, he would always pick Oscar as part of his army, and then I would always get Boyd, and you know, then later on, when you play chapters and once you have gotten a few units, then I would control my half of the characters, and then I would hand over the control to him, and he would play, and you know, we would typically help each other out, but sometimes we would do each other dirty, like taking power-ups for ourselves, you know, stuff like that. It could get quite, well, chaotic there at times, and not always so pleasant either. Now, for this map, I'm just gonna go ahead and put Boyd right here. He's actually excellent at tanking the units coming from here. He has a lot of health, and he does come with some vulneraries. And speaking of Boyd, I'm gonna flash up his growths here. Boyd actually has really solid growths, like high HP, strength, and speed. So usually he ends up dealing a whole lot of damage, and he also has the fire affinity status support there, which means that whenever he ranks up in support with people, he will bring plus 0.5 attack and 2.5% hit rate to the party there per support level. So yeah, like, fire is not really one of my favorite support affinities there, but you know, more damage is never a bad thing, and hit rate is actually something he needs because, well, he doesn't have the best skill here. So yeah, there you go. And I am actually gonna support Boyd up with Titania and Mist later on in the game, and as long as they are close to each other, they're gonna get some nasty stats. Like, Mist in particular is gonna get, well, really beefed up. She will have 4 defense, plus 3 attack, and, well, I don't remember how much hit, like 12.5% hit, something like that, whenever she's close to Boyd and Titania, which I'm gonna need all those stats on Mist later on, because I am actually not gonna use her as a healer. I'm gonna level her up to be a full-blooded fighter here, believe it or don't. That's typically how I like using her, you know. So I'm not gonna pre-promote her there with a Master Seal, you know, at level 10, nothing like that. I am actually gonna level her up to level 20. Heck, I'm even gonna manage a lot of experience onto her there, just to, well, speed up the process so that she gets to train up with swords early on in the game, whilst enemies are still weak. We're farmers, not fighters. Maybe you'll get some use out of this sword here. There you go. We got the steel sword. So now we're just gonna move on up here with Oscar, and next we need to get Titania up here. And you know what, here, let's zoom out just a tad bit. I'm gonna put her right about here. Sure, she will kick some enemies' asses here, but I don't really mind. I just want to secure the Seraph Robe here. Yeah, okay, well, hold on. Hold that thought. What's going on out there? Is that some sort of army? A rather small army. Bah, a bunch of mercenaries looking for their next meal. The villagers must have hired them. Listen up, lads. Hurt them and hurt them bad. We let this bunch live and we'll have hordes of hired swords hounding us the rest of our days. Well, you'll also die if you let them beat you. It's those fool villagers. They think they can buy a bunch of sellswords to chase us away. It ain't gonna work out the way they wanted it to. All they get for their trouble is a bunch of ruined houses. Tear them down, boys! I'll teach them! He literally just chops the house down there with his axe. But, yeah, here we go. Now Oscar got a nice combat here. What am I trying to say? He got a nice engage with the sword unit, which he has weapon advantage against. But yeah, we're just gonna sit here like this and let Ike, Boyd, and Oscar just... oh, what the heck. That was a rare crit there from Boyd. But yeah, we're just gonna let these youngins here take care of as many enemy units as possible. And then at some point I'm gonna need to get a Iron Lance onto Titania there so she gets to start leveling up her lance skill. And you know what, this is an excellent start here. I'm getting so lucky with dodges and crits and all of that. That is nice to see. Now I don't have to pop as many vulneraries here as you normally would have to. Okay. But, yeah, I was talking about something there, but I forget what it was like before the pirates started yapping. It was something related to support, I wanna say. Yeah, with Titania, Mist, and Boyd. Yeah, well, bottom line is, Mist is gonna be very tanky. She's gonna have a lot of extra attack there. And the same goes for Titania. Like, she is a ridiculously strong Jagen unit. But her bases aren't exactly high, so by the time you get to the end game, even on the American hard mode, like by the end of the game, even though that mode isn't very hard, like, even then she falls off a bit there. So having Mist supporting up with this lady, and Boyd too for that matter, makes sure that she gets enough strength and defense for the end game so she can actually do some fighting. It's actually quite important. And what's really nice with Titania is she builds support incredibly fast with Mist. Her and Boyd builds very slowly. They won't reach A rank until you're at the end game, but that's why I'm just gonna support her up to B rank with Boyd and go to A rank with Mist instead. I just wanna get done with it as soon as possible. But yeah, see here, she's got the light affinity, which means that she, whenever she supports up with somebody, she will bring some defense to the table, you know, 0.5 points of defense and 2.5 percentages of hit rate there. So I do really like the light affinity. It's not as good as the thunder one, but in my opinion this is one of the better support affinities in the entire game. And I hope by now I have flashed up her growths there too. Yeah, like, she's really good. Now, here's the kicker though. Believe it or don't, I am actually gonna give Titania a Seraph Robe sooner or later in the game too. That is how badly I want her to work for the end game. Yeah, call me crazy, but that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm not gonna give her this Seraph Robe. She doesn't need to be tankier right now, right? This is gonna go to Ike. And then later on, once we get to that map I mentioned like 10 minutes or so ago, there, you know, when you're on the boat with all the crows, if you can just pull away the boss on that map, and like if you have a tanky Ike, a tanky Titania, like if you bring Mordecai, and, well, Boyd here, and you just encircle the boss on that map. As long as you don't kill him, then there will spawn in more crows that will come with 2 additional Seraph Robes and 2 additional skill books. So I'm gonna use one of those later on Titania and one on Mist. So yeah, I want to make the trio there with Boyd super tanky. And, you know, it's a little bit silly to give them to Mist and Titania, but you know what, we don't need to do everything, you know, optimally. I kind of like doing some silly things, you know, in my playthroughs. That just makes it a little bit more charmy there, if you will. And should I attack here? I guess I could. And heck, I will, even. Please crit again, Boyd. Well, no such luck this time. Ouch, yeah, we're gonna need to heal him up here very soon. But yeah, he's in no immediate danger. Are we good here? Yeah, sure looks like it. I think I'm actually gonna go on the attack here. I don't take a whole lot of damage. And actually here, we also gotta do this. Trade on over the steel sword, yeah. And here, yeah, do that as well. Oh, and I now realize I haven't flashed up Ike's and Oscar's growth there. So, yeah, why don't we do that right now? Ike's growths are, well, quite good. There really isn't a whole lot else to say. And to top it all off, he also has the Earth Affinity, as you can see there, which is, in my opinion, the best support combo you can have in the entire game. Each time he supports up with somebody, he will bring 5% avoidance to the table, which is quite nutty if he pairs up with somebody like Suren, for example, or Soren. My bad, we actually call him Suren, me and my brother, when we play, because that's a Swedish name. But yeah, so he's really good at pairing up with Soren, which is what I'm gonna do for this playthrough. They're gonna rank up to A rank once we get him, and then I'm gonna have Oscar support up with Ike to B rank, because, well, Oscar, he too has the Earth Affinity. So once they're at B rank with each other, they will get a whooping 20% avoidance, even though they're only at B rank with each other, which is quite hilarious. And they don't even take that long to develop all those stats there. It's just ridiculous. Now, Oscar, though, as far as a fighting unit goes, he is quite tame, you know. His HP growth, I believe, is at 45%. It's really low. It's, yeah, almost a little bit concerning. Of course, all his other growths are okay, but, you know, luckily for him, he is a freaking Lance Knight, and in this game, well, cavalry is pretty much king, since, well, you can just run on up and hit units and then run away, you know. The cavalry class is absurdly, well, almost overpowered, I want to say, in this game. So, yeah, I'll be playing with him, with Oscar, I mean, and later on we're gonna start supporting him up with another cav unit called Ch.1. I quite like that combo. Ch.1 has the Wind Affinity, which also gives some avoidance, which works out beautifully there in tandem with Oscar. So yeah, we're gonna have a very avoidance-heavy team here, you know, as far as our cavalry go. Time to move on to bigger things. Now, I smash me some mercenaries. Well, you do that. Oh, and yeah, by the way, we might wanna turn off the animations here at some point in the playthrough. Like, yeah, these are extremely slow. Like, I never really did mind them myself, but here's the deal. From what I've seen, later on in the game here, on Maniac mode, there will be a lot of enemies, and turns are gonna take forever if I don't turn off the animation. So I guess we're just gonna have to take it by ear there. Yeah. You know. We'll see. We'll see how I handle things. And this is a little bit scary. I am actually taking quite heavy damage on Oscar here. It would be nice if Ike could dodge again. Ah, damn it. Well, he got hit. Okay, well, let's see here. How are we looking experience-wise? We're getting up there. That's neat. Okay. Oh, and now all these guys are coming. Well, we might... yeah, we might need to thin their numbers here a little bit with Titania. This is a little bit scary here. Just a tad bit. What's your movement? Move of 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is safe if I sit here with Boyd, even if I were to crit this musclehead here. So, yeah, let's just heal on up then. And just gonna quickly check here. 14 attack, and I have 5 defense, so I'll take 9. Okay, well, that's fine then. And once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, just making sure. Don't want to lose anybody on my first chapter of the game here. That would suck. Okay, so here, heal on up. And then I'm also gonna heal with Ike, of course. But yeah, look at that. You can heal and then still keep on running. It's just ridiculous how overpowered Cav Knights are. Oh, and yeah, we also gotta make sure we get a Steel Lance onto Titania there as soon as possible, because I do happen to know how weapon experience work in this game. Like, iron weapons give you 1, quote-unquote, weapon experience per hit, and I do think it doubles if you get a kill. And then steel weapons give 2 weapon experience per hit, so it's essentially twice as powerful if you want to level up your weapon skill there, and that was a really good level up. You know what? If my Ike is gonna keep up these kinds of level ups, then I'm not even gonna need the Seraph Robe on him. Yeah, I mean, he has solid growths, so he typically ends up decent, but yeah, I've got an above average luck here, I would say. Getting a few defense points here in the early game is gonna make a huge difference up ahead. Please miss. Ouch. Oh, jeez, dude. I'm taking a freaking beating here. Ooh. Well, luckily we have a lot of vulneraries. Question is, should I just be greedy here and keep on fighting with these guys? I kind of wanna. Let's see. 10, okay. Well, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this then. I don't actually remember when you get more vulnus, but I think we'll be fine still. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy here and not involve Titania. I'll only do it if I really have to. Ooh, that was a little bit scary. Had I missed that, could have been bad. Or well, maybe not bad, but it would have been a whole lot more stressful, that's for damn sure. Okay, well now, maybe I wanna run on up here. This guy moves 6 squares, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm gonna sit right here with Oscar, and then... wait, actually... I didn't screw up, did I? 8 defense, holy crap. Oscar's defense at base is ridiculously high, though. Yeah, 8 defense, so... 8 defense, 15 attack, so that means he'll hit me for 7. Yeah, no, he's fine. Fine, just fine. So we're just gonna need to put Ike right here. We're gonna heal him up. And then Titania will also follow with us here. Yeah, sit right there. That will be fine. And... yeah, as I suspected, he did go for Oscar, but that's fine. I mean, yeah. He will hit this guy twice here now, I believe. Oh, damn it, he didn't. Well, that's a shame. If he had hit twice, then I could have one-rounded him afterwards with Ike with a steel sword slap there. But yeah, that was unfortunate. Actually, maybe we wanna use Ike down here to help out Boyd. Yeah. He's not gonna be able to take this guy out without using a lot of vulners, so yeah. Let's try and keep 1 vulnerary around there at the very least on him. I do think he's already used up 2, and holy crap, my Oscar is just going crazy here with the experience. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, we're gonna need help here. Maybe I should use Titania. You know, I think I'm actually just gonna do it like this. Yeah, never mind what I just said. I'm gonna let Boyd remain down here, because I think we're gonna need to use Ike up here. Well, that's a shame. And that is a great shame too. What about here? Can you kill? Well, okay. This ain't great. This ain't great, my man. I guess you can do this though, yeah. Now Ike will easily be able to finish this guy off here. Boosh. Nice, and okay, Oscar, please get some good stats here now. HP skill defense, wow, okay, that's great. Typically, whenever I have played with Oscar, he usually ends up being strength starved, but he always gets tanky as far as physical defense goes. You know, which is nice, but at some point he just falls off because he can't kill things. But... yeah, that's why I'm just gonna, well, pretty much treat him as I treated my Murik back in my randomized round there of Fire Emblem the Shadow Dragon. Like, yeah, he's gonna have low strength, sure, but he can do, well, solid tanking there, you know, especially once he's supported up with Kieran. And this is super sketchy. Yeah, if Ike misses here, then Titania is gonna have to help out, but you know what, I think it's worth the risk. There you go, very nice. And now we just gotta make sure we block off Boyd here. And I also gotta take another look here at Oscar so he doesn't die. I'm actually not sure. 9 defense now, right? Yeah, 9 defense. Yeah, this guy's only hit for 6. But there's also weapon advantage, so that means 7. Let me just double check that. 9 defense. 9 defense. This guy has 15 attack. So that means 7. Wait. Yeah, no. 6 damage. Jeez, I actually had to cut out there because I had to sit and think for so long. Jeez, how embarrassing. Yeah, 6 damage, but +1 there once you apply X versus lances. So, yeah, we'll be fine. It's a little bit scary leaving it like this, but that's what I'm gonna do. Please tell me I didn't do math wrong there. Boy, would I be livid. I would just have to restart at that point, you know. We're on the friggin' first chapter of the game, but yeah, no. I was 99.9% sure I was correct, so... Yeah, but you gotta remember that in this game, you deal 1 additional damage if you have weapon advantage. So what you can do if you're up against a... well, a lot of counter matchups there is you can just unequip your weapon in this game, like by just entering items and, well, unequip your weapon. So you don't even need to trade off your stuff in this game, which is quite nice. But yeah, Oscar, you're down here now. You may not fight anymore. Let's see, Ike, can you do this? You sure can. So let's do it then. Yeah, I can already tell it's a lot harder here for both Oscar and Boyd to get experience in the early game of Maniac mode. Typically, I don't feel as threatened here with Oscar. Yeah, he's feeling the Maniac mode changes here. That's for sure here. That's for true, as the Brits would say. And you know, we're just gonna start moving here. And you know, since we do get managed experience, I might just wanna go ahead and finish this guy off with Titania. He's gonna be too tough for the weaker guys here to finish off within a timely fashion. So yeah, I just want Zavanna here dead, you know. And I do think Titania gets at the very least some experience for defeating this guy. Let's see. Well, 16 experience. That wasn't great. That wasn't great, you know what, but hey, it beats a sharp stick in the eye, that's for damn sure. So, yeah, we're just gonna let that guy go for either Ike or Boyd, and now I guess we're just gonna run for the finish line here. I think I'm actually gonna need to push Ike up here so he can reach the gate faster. Dude, Boyd, oh yeah, that's not cool. Come on, dude. And as far as that goes, we're on turn 7. Hold on a second, I'm actually gonna tab out and look up something here. Okay, so yeah, as I suspected, I am actually playing very slow here. You get -5 managed experience per turn after turn 4 there. So yeah, we need to wrap this map up right now. We needed to do it yesterday, as a matter of fact. So I'm just gonna... well, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna run on up here with Titania, kick this guy's ass, you know, just so that we get some weapon expertise at the very least. Yeah, I was gonna trade on over the Iron Spear to her, but you know what? It's gonna have to be fine like this. So, yeah, that's not good. I already wasted 20 experience here of, well, managed experience. Which, yeah, is a little bit of a shame, but hey, I'll manage. I'll make sure to look up the turn limits there for chapters up ahead here now, so I don't mess up again. Yeah, that's gonna be very important after all. Now, I gotta just run away here with Oscar, I guess. Yeah, let's just sit over here, and then we'll see what the pirate here does. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here. And please, boy, don't miss again. If you do, then you're not gonna get this UC experience here. Because I am leaving the chapter on the next turn. And I don't dare attack in case I miss with an 80% chance on the next turn. But, okay, Boyd, come on! Come on, Boyd! Big stats. No! Oh, my Boyd! Oh, well, what a sad way to wrap up the first chapter here. Jeez, dude. Okay, how far have I recorded here now? 41 minutes, dude. Time sure flies when you're having fun in Fire Emblem. Holy crap. But, jeez, that was sad. I really was pinning a lot of hope on you there, Boyd. Boyd! Yeah, I'll be fine. You know, you surprised me to think you've come so far. Look at my father, though. I still got so much... I still got such a long way to go. There's nothing you can do about that. After all, Commander Greel is... Huh? What about my father? Oh, nothing. Nothing, you say? Now I'm even more curious. Do not worry, you'll learn about it someday. If you say so. Hey Ike, that wasn't bad for your first battle. Not as flashy as my first time, though. But shut up, boy. You gave a shitty level up. Yeah, you're a real standout. I'll never forget the sight of you so keyed up you broke your own ex. Oscar, dang it! You didn't have to bring that up. Well, I guess now they're even. First missed ratted Ike out, and now, well, Oscar rats Boyd out there. Anyway, Ike, congrats on finishing your first mission. Welcome to the group. Everyone's alright, huh? Then, let's get going. I'm sure Mist has a nice hot meal waiting for us. Yeah, some nice hot vulneraries would have been nice too. I used up most of them. Yeah, but we'll be fine, and you'll see why here once we get to the second chapter. Chapter 2, Rescue. Yeah, the next map is, in all honesty, not all that bad. Oh, Titania, so this is where you've been, is it? Rhys, are you sure you're well enough to be up? Go lay down, boy. Yes, my fever is completely gone. Are you sure? You still look a bit unsteady on your feet, if you ask me. Well, I've been in bed for almost a week. I doubt anyone would be in top form, even you, my friend. I certainly hope that is all it is. In any case, until you're back at full speed, you won't be doing any work. We are mercenaries after all, and even the smallest lapse invites death. Right, I know. Yeah, that's why I'm actually gonna take myself a nice break here now before I record another episode. My apologies to the rest of the team then. It looks like I'll be recuperating for a while longer. It's for the best. Take your time and get fully rested and restored. You are our sole staff wielders. The harder our work, the more we depend on you to be at our sides. Thank you for your kind words. Oh, by the way, the paper you have been carrying around, is it a letter? I would intend to go to into town this afternoon. I can deliver it for you if you like. Oh no, this letter is for you, Titania. For me? No, not more than a little while ago. I went out for a walk around the yard and a man I've never seen before came up to me and said, "Give this to the red-tressed knight." How curious. I wonder what it is. I imagine it's a thank you letter from the people of Chaldea or something to that effect. Oh no, how dare they? Titania, what's the matter? What did the letter say? This? Take this letter to Oscar and tell him to prepare for combat. Then wait for me. I had to go out for a moment. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm cutting on you. What on earth could that letter have said? My first time playing this map as a kid, or once again a teenager, but you know, you're essentially a teenager then. You're essentially a kid when you're a teenager. I really struggled with this map on, well, normal mode, you know, of the European version of all things, which I cannot believe I'm saying that, but yeah, that's how badly I played then. But yeah, hopefully here on Maniac mode now I'll, well, be able to show some well, some crafty tips here on how to get through this. You know, I did say before, this map isn't all that bad, but who knows on Maniac mode, like, since they have increased spawn rates, like, this might be tougher, so we'll see. I hopefully didn't speak too soon there before. But yeah, the only reason I said this is easy is because you get Riz, which makes, well, things easier, you know. And actually, normally when I play this game by myself, I do like to give Riz the Seraph Robe, just because, well, it is nice if he can soak up some hits, like if you need to put him in a position where he would normally die, you know, so that he can run on up and heal and still be fine. You know, once again, that's just the kind of thing I like doing. You know me and Fire Emblem, like, even in past games, I typically do give Seraph Robes to healers, like I did it to Cedra in FE7, and I did it in the Sacred Stones there, for, well, I forget her name, that brown-haired first healer lady. Or no, she was blonde, Samantha? I forget her name. Holy crap, dude. And then in FE6, I gave Clarine there a Seraph Robe too, yeah. I normally always, well, once again, boost healers' health, just because I, well, quite enjoy it, and heck, even if you do boost up a serious warrior's health, well then, it kind of feels overkill, you know? That's just how I view it. The road forks here. Well, which way should we go? I just kind of glossed over the plot there. Hold it, are you saying you don't know where we are going? Unbelievable, you would better learn to think before you act, you moron. Shut your mouth, Boyd. You think you can make me? Come on! What the hell? We're gonna start fighting here now. Both of you, this is no time to be fighting. I figured we'd find you like this. What are you two doing? So you're coming after all. It's not like you two chambermaids to be disobeying orders. What is the world coming to? Oscar, you know this road, don't you? Which way do we go? You're going to the bandit stronghold, right? It's the left fork. Got it. I'm still talking here. Let me finish what I... And he's already ran off. Come on, Oscar, let's go. I guess you have no choice. Hey, you're not leaving me behind. I really, really wish Boyd had gotten a better level up there before now. Holy crap, dude. Yeah. Geese oh geese. Okay, well, let's see here. What's the damage? How hard is this gonna be? So you came, did you, boys? Is it just you then? You came alone. You seriously underestimate what we're capable of doing to you. Now, where's that snobby, red-haired wench you ride with? Titania is not here, it's just us. All I want to know right now is whether Mist and Rolf are safe. Yeah, of course, we got them locked up, safe and sound in that little shacker there. We got no problem with those sprats. What we're after is a little revenge. We want the redhead and her pups, and that would be you boys. Then hurry up and let those two go. We are here, aren't we? You have got no more reason to hold them. You're here, but Red ain't. We'll just keep the brats until she arrives. Dang it! If you're so impatient, I guess we can start by killing you whelps. You all ready to die? Hey, come on out! It's time to play, lads! Jesus! Oh wow, you know what? There's actually quite a few enemy units here. Holy crap. There are so many, but we must not lose. Yeah, this is actually a little bit, tougher than I thought it would be. Riz, move to the rear. If anyone gets injured, we'll need you on hand with your staff. Understood. Take him, lads. Without the red-haired knight, they are no match for us. What did you say, dirtbag? We'll make you regret those words. Yeah, there are a lot more enemies here than there normally would be. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, let's just quickly... Okay, well, thankfully there's not gonna be hand axes here. Yeah, okay, well, that's good at the very least. Had there been hand axes here, then I would have started sweating bullets, you know. Okay, so this is gonna be tough, though. I don't really know... Oh, damn it, and Titania has the Seraph Robe. Jeez. Okay, well, this ain't great. Okay, well, you know what, either way, I'm just gonna make a suspend point here, and we'll come back tomorrow, and, well, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to figure something out here. Like, I do believe on this map too, there are gonna be more reinforcements as soon as we get going, so yeah, I think that here on Maniac mode I am actually gonna need to bust out Titania once she joins back with us here. Otherwise, well, there's just no way I'm gonna get any, well, manage experience there for later that I'm gonna wanna have for Miss there once she joins, you know. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I am very excited to be playing Path of Radiance. This is gonna be very hard, I can already tell. I'm gonna have to play super turtly here. Seriously. Okay, well, you know what? See you guys next time. Bye-bye.